2017 Canadian National Ball Hockey Championships from Harbor Station in St. John, New Brunswick. My name is Keith Rains, and I'm joined in the booth tonight with Brian Fisher, who's doing the camera work and production. And in this evening's marquee matchup, we have St. John Most Wanted. They are in the white uniforms, going from left to right on your screen, taking on the ever powerful Brampton Midnight Express in the red and black. Brampton, always a very powerful program coming out of the Ontario region. So St. John definitely will have their hands full tonight, but they're up for the challenge, and yeah, they got a fast break here. Matt Morehouse in the corner there. Fitzgerald gets it in. Nice spinorama move there by Riley Kraft. Good pass. Oh! There's Andrew Stewart in front of the net there. Almost deflected that one. Had a great opportunity. And it's really interesting when you see some of the shots, and they're almost coming from center ice sometimes, that they feel they got a good line to get it in on net and maybe a rebound or a deflection. Ball's popped out, and there's trying St. John again. Puck bounce and a nice save by Dave. I'm trying to read their writing here, folks. So they gave me a list of their names, and some the printing is, let's just say, not the best. So if I butcher the name now, I want to apologize for the folks back in Brampton. But I think it's Dave Remo, from what I can make out on the printing here that the team gave us. But I know it's Dave. The other goaltender's Dan. So, and here comes St. John again, fast in there. This is a fast-paced game. The periods are 2 20-minute periods in total. But the game is tied at the end of regulation. They'll play a 5-minute overtime, a 4-on-4 hockey. St. John keeps it in. Oh, try to get that through there. That was Matt Morehouse trying to thread that pass through to a streaking Matt Burns. There's a bucket. Oh, just missed by Burns on the backhand. Slap shot from the point. That just goes wide. That was Jared Fitzgerald with a big slapper from the point that just failed to negotiate contact with the net. Here comes the Express. St. John 2-on-1. Morehouse, with a nice pass and a great save by Brampton there on a beautiful setup by Matt Burns. Great scoring opportunity for St. John early. A lot of speed out there tonight, folks. And they do. St. John realizes they have to get on the Express quickly and not give them a chance to get their passing game and get going in any way. They want to be right on them, and they have done that earlier on here. Face off one by St. John. It's chopped out into the players' bench. Matt Treblant is taking the face off for Brampton. Shot gets in, deflected over the top of the net. Good help. 16 going in the corner there. That's Chris Boyce. And away comes Treblant. There's a pass, but it bounces over Tremblant. And back comes St. John again. Tom McHugh, 22 there. Ow. And that's, I don't know, that was a slash or he went over in his ankle. Coaching staff for St. John is Gordy Kraft, head coach, Bobby Kraft, assistant, Rufy McGuire, and Mike McHugh, team manager Jordan Kraft, and equipment manager Mason Lloyd for the St. John team. And I don't know if he was grabbing his ankle there. It's the right ankle. And I know they'll be able to just tape that up in more of a stinger, hopefully. And I don't know if he went over on it or if he was slashed on it, but he's going right to the dressing room. They're going to take a look at it, and maybe something can be taped up. And we'll have to keep an eye on him. That was Matt Burns. No, it wasn't Matt Burns. I think it was Riley Kraft, 19. Because Burns is on the bench, so it wasn't him. There's a shot over the top of the net. And St. John is definitely carrying the play here earlier on in this game. And there's a dangerous puck, ball that bounces from behind the net off the boards and comes right back out front. A goalie's nightmare. St. John is 4 shots to 1, but they've had other shots buzzing all around the Brampton cage up to this juncture of the game. 14:29 left, and a quick whistle here. They're gonna, players weren't in the right position. Nice little crowd here watching the St. John boys. Here's a nice pass getting out for Brampton. Here's a good rush. Here comes Brampton again. Scored on a screen shot, and that has got to be a little disheartening for the St. John boys after basically controlling the play for the first 6.5 minutes. But a screen shot high on that right faceoff circle beats Reardon. Here comes St. John again. Oh, just misses. The outside of the post, and back in again they go. Shot high. Oh, nice glove. By Digaroni.
Express for the game scored by number 94, Anthony Lovelace. Assist number 15, Nate Sosa.
Anthony Lovelace with the goal. Nice high shot. Caught the top corner. There's another. There's a goal! Right back, and that is really important for the St. John boys to answer it quickly back. And again, it's one of those shots that goes off the boards and comes right back out in front. And St. John was able to get it in the net. To tie it up here at 1 apiece. 13:22 left to go here in the first period. And we've had a couple of goals scored. Here's Reardon, he's just going to hold on to it. J.C. Gill taking the face off for Brampton. Matt Burns with the goal.
Dave Crossman. Burns from Crossman.
Dave Crossman with the assist. Excuse me. Here's a nice run. Oh! Just poked away at the last second by Reardon. That's an interference play. He lost the Brampton player lost the ball, and then he continued and he took out the St. John player as his teammate was going to play the ball. So that was interference, and he's explained that to the I think the assistant captain of the Brampton team. And no argument there. He gets it. So St. John goes to a power play. And the referee tossing them both out. Here comes a big player, Sean Hannon.
Express penalty to number 11, J.K. Gill. 2 minutes for interference. Gill, 2 minutes for interference.
That's J.K. Gill with the penalty, 2 minutes for interference. So St. John goes to a power play. Tough to get that ball in there. Fitzgerald was trying to thread the needle. He'll try it again. This time he gets it in. Oh, geez, he had 2 players open on his right side, and he passed it to the left. And here's a 2-on-1. Whoa, that's a dangerous play. And there's going to be a penalty here to St. John. Goaltender's out for Brampton. Get it behind the net, get the right players that they want on the floor. That was touched by St. John, stops the play. Going off, Tom McHugh for St. John.
Most wanted penalty, number 22, Tom McHugh. Body, 2 minutes. McHugh for body.
Okay, they're having a little fun with the clock here. They got number 11. There they go. Got it on the right side. Is Frankie having anything to do with that score clock too, or just the microphone? Hopefully just the microphone. That's enough. So we got a little 4-on-4 action here for a few minutes. Well, actually 22 more seconds. And then Brampton will go to a power play. They're just waiting he comes out of the penalty box, and there he goes. Now it's 5-on-4, power play Brampton. Here comes the Express. And St. John clears it down, minute 6 left in the power play. Here's Gill. Nice save by Reardon. Gill has it again, though, behind the net. And St. John gets it out. That's number 4. Dave Crosman gets that ball out. 43 seconds to go in the power play for Brampton. Oh, a nice setup. And Reardon gets part of it with his blocker, deflecting off in the corner. There's a shot deflected in. Back to the point. Moving it around. Big shot. Blocked. Penalty is over. Good forechecking there by Gill. Gets it out in front. And that's flooring. Brian Fisher doing a great job on camera. We've only been here since about 9 o'clock this morning, Brian. We're doing all right. Still keeping our sanity. Somewhat. .807 to go here in the first frame. 1-1 is the score. Brampton scored at 6:17 of the first. And St. John responded quickly back at 6:38 to tie this up at 1 apiece. Shots on goal, Brampton 7. St. John most 1 at 6. Johnny Jarvis. Johnny's playing on both teams, you know. He is playing on the Masters squad too. Jarvis. He's silly that way. He's in condition. He loves his hockey, whether it be on skates and using. Nice feet up. There goes a 2-on-1 for St. John. Oh, just behind. That was Matt Burns with the ball. Made a pass, but behind his teammate. Andrew Lagan. Oh. Wanted a shot in there. But they waited too long, and shot got deflected up into the mesh. 6 minutes and 40 seconds go here in the first period. And we have a penalty to the big man, Matt Tremblatt. He's big without shoulder pads on. Shot over the net by Lovelace. He has scored the goal for Brampton tonight so far. Anthony Lovelace, 94, and here comes St. John. Poke checked at the line. That's Sofa with the nice poke check, 15 for Brampton. Okay, they got it over. They've got a minute left on the power play. There's a shot, goes wide of the net. Off the mesh, Lovelace clears it down the floor. And there's one deflects right in front. Oh! An offside call. 42 seconds left to go in the man advantage for St. John. Way they go, deflected in. First on is Jason Gill though. Comes back to the point. Nice feed across. Badger 81 there at the point for a nice shot there and a better save. That was by Matt Bursey. There's in front. Oh, a nice blocker save again. St. John moving the ball around well. Gets a shot, does not get through. 2 seconds left to go in the man advantage. '71's going in the penalty box. Matt Bursey for tripping. He dove after the ball, and I guess in the referee's mind, he didn't touch it, and he took out the Brampton player. So with 4:36 left.
Penalty, the most wanted, number 71. Matt Bursey, 2 minutes for tripping. Bursey, 2 minutes for tripping.
Nice feed in. And Brampton setting up their offense now. Tremblay here back. Gets off to the side there. Handed. Oh, a nice save. And a beautiful feed. Sean Hannon with that nice pass into the slot area. And Sofa, I think that was him. Just double check that number. And back on the face-off. Brampton wins it. Oh, Hannon and Reardon got a piece of that with his blocker. There's another shot in, and St. John clears it. .32 seconds left to go in the power play, but away comes St. John. Nice pass up there. Oh, just a little out of the reach, but trying to cut back in. Back! It scores! What a beautiful set of hands there by Scott Fenwick to take that pass in his feet that was fed out by Langan and able to deposit that in the top shelf. Wow. What a nice set of hands there and quickness. And that's a short-handed goal, folks. At 17:04. Oh, nice defensive play there by Crossman. And St. John gets rid of it down the ice. And that should take care of the penalty. Back at full strength.
Most wanted short-handed goal scored by number 41, Scott Fenwick. Assist number 13, Andrew Langan, and number 16, Chris Boyce.
Chris Boyce also gets an assist on the play. But it was Langan with the beautiful pass. It was, like I said, in Scott's feet a bit, but his quick hands got it up to his stick and all in one motion in the net. to give St. John a 2-1 lead here with 2:22 left to go in the first. Nice poke check. Sofa back for Brampton. And out here comes Mentis. Gets the ball in, but quickly gets back out. And here comes St. John again. But quickly on it. There's a 67 out there, and he's not on my program. So I apologize. And here comes another penalty, and that's something St. John does not need. After working hard to get this lead here, is having some unwanted penalty. 35 seconds. Brampton's got the goalie out. .71 is getting the penalty for St. John. Matt Bursey. Be sure to follow TV1 Atlantic on social media. You can join the conversation at TV1_Atlantic on Twitter and Instagram, and TV1 Atlantic on Facebook. Vibe TV1, powered by Bell Alliance. 26 seconds left to go here in the first frame in a very entertaining first period. And wow, 4-minute penalty. That hurts. That really hurts. Mercy, 4 minutes. So St. John is going to be under siege here. And Troy Reardon is going to be called upon to come up with some big saves. Oh, that just goes over the top. Sean Hanna is a very nice playmaker. Big man, has good hands, moves the ball around well, and he's always looking for the open man. Won that face-off clean. 14 seconds left. Another shot goes wide. And that's going to do it for the first period. Shots on goal at the end of 1. Express 14. St. John most wanted 9. We'll take a short break and be back for more exciting action here from Harbor Station in St. John, New Brunswick at the 2017 National Ball Hockey Championships. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Harbor Station in beautiful St. John, New Brunswick by the Bay of Fundy. And we got second period action going on here. And Brampton is on they got 3 minutes and 22 seconds left on their power play as St. John took a penalty late in that first period. Shots on goal in the first period, 14-9 for Brampton. But St. John holds the 2-1 lead. So nice play in there, but whoa! And there's comes another penalty, and boy, that just makes that will give Coach Kraft a gray hairs for sure. And just a away from 200 feet from your own net, and when you're killing a penalty, and you can't be doing that. And that's Chris Boyce going off. Now it's a two-man advantage. And that's going to be for a full 2 minutes because Burns has 2:51 left on his penalty. So here's a glorious opportunity for the Express to tie this match up. If you get a chance, folks, join TV1 Scott Squires and CTV Cyril Lunny on Sideline Scoop each Monday at 8:40 a.m. Atlantic, 9:10 a.m. Newfoundland. Get up to date on Bell Line 5 TV1's local sports coverage with Scott and Cyril. That's Sideline Scoop, Mondays, only on CTV Morning Live Atlantic. And here is a critical juncture of this game for St. John as they try their best to thwart this offensive juggernaut of Brampton as they're a 5-on-3. And there's the first block. It's loose in front over the top of the net. And St. John clears it down. Two more players come on. Oh, goes through. Oh, a block shot. It's loose in front again. And it's swept away. Oh, a nice defense and clear. That was 17, Jared Hicks. Hannon's very good passer for Brampton. Here he is on the wing, gets it back. They load up, and that's blocked. There's a block shot. St. John players without a stick. Score, finally, number 94, Anthony Lovelace. That's his second goal of the game. St. John has a little bit to complain about there as they felt their player stick was held there, and Mr. Jarvis is informing the official of that. You can't be holding our player stick, especially when we're down 5-on-3. And the referee's probably saying, you got to hold on your stick a little solid, son. Lovelace scored that. Not much of a chance for Reardon there. 41 seconds left on the last penalty, the St. John. But it's St. John's own undoing here, getting these penalties after they worked very hard to have that 2-1 lead, and they start off this second period down a man, and then they got another penalty, and that was just a little too much for them to handle. But the defense was doing well. They're blocking a lot of shots. But when you're down 5-3 and your third man doesn't have a stick, makes it tough. 14 seconds left to go in the man advantage. And that's it. Penalty's over. Players back in play here. Now St. John has got to get back on their horse again and get some balls down deep in the Brampton end. Oh, there's a shot that just goes wide. At J.C. Gill. Oh! Reardon gets a piece of that one. Nice block coming out from behind the net. Reardon's stick. J.C. Gill is fast. Number 96 for the Express. Nice stick by 81, Badger. Sofa gets it around. Kept in by Badger. Going to the backhand. Back to the point. That was Johnny Jarvis there. Here's Gill. .43 left here. Shots on goal, 18-12 for the Express. Yeah, St. John's got to get the momentum back on their side. When you're killing penalties like that, after a while you get on your heels too much. Nice save by Reardon, came right out and challenged that shot by J.K. Gill. Here's a nice move. Just shot on, deflected off into the corner there by the defense. Oh, beautiful save by Reardon. Came out and challenged Gill on that shot. It's loose in front. .52 left. It's 2-2, folks. It's getting a little intense out there. Oh, there's a tricky play, but here comes St. John. It's Langdon. But away comes the Express again. Nice stick there. Saunders tries to feed in front. Langan, and that's deflected high. Steve Powers in the house. Steve Power, nice to have you in the house.
Good to be here.
Can you hear me all right now?
I think we got you here.
There
Here
we go.
go.
Hey.
Good one going here tonight.
Yes, we do.
Battle for second place in their division on the line here. Winner gets second, loser gets third.
Okay.
And I don't know if either team really
Knows that?
well, they know it, but I don't know if they particularly care.
Now, in that previous game, it was 2-2, and they hauled the goaltender. Was that
The Edmonton team had to win in regulation.
Okay, that's what we thought.
If the BC team got any point, it locked up first place for them. So
Okay.
it didn't matter. They were first and second.
Yep. Well, here we are. We've got 2-2 in the second period with 12 minutes and 40 seconds left. St. John has been a little on their heels with that 4-minute power play, and then they get 2-man down. And of course, after you kill some penalties, you start playing back, and Brampton is coming on.
And you can't discount the fact the Most Wanted probably lost their best player, their best forward for sure, in Riley Kraft. He went down with that ankle injury early in the game.
That was a shame.
I spoke to Riley down in the dressing room mirror, and it don't look good. I gotta be.
Really?
I'd be shocked if he's not done.
What, did he just roll it, did he?
He rolled it pretty bad.
Yeah.
I know Riley last year in this event did the same thing out against Newfoundland squad in BC.
So are you telling me those ankles aren't taped before the game? Is that what you're telling me, Steve?
A lot of them do it, but I mean, it's a tough game. This
Yeah.
ball hockey, it's not for the faint of heart.
No.
You see a lot of body contact going on down there, obviously, and some of it's called, a lot of it isn't.
Yeah.
This Brampton team here, Keith, got another penalty coming up here. St. John have been playing very, very well, but they're not good enough to be in the penalty box all the time.
No, you can't be given this Brampton team power play opportunities one after another, but that's what pressure does, right? If you're always in your defensive zone all the time, sooner or later, you're going to get called for something, and that has happened here in this second period.
And what you're seeing here too is this Brampton team is getting a little better all week. In fact, today they picked up Brian Sloga in their lineup. He played defense for Team Canada over the World Championships in part of Beats A. He was actually named the tournament All-Star team.
And that's number 98.
Tomorrow, they're going to be bringing in Cal Wild, who was the captain of Team Canada at that event. And they've also got a forward on the way, Marcel Mallet. So that Midnight Express team, I think, from where I sit, they might be the team to beat in this tournament.
Okay.
And that's not to discredit Newfoundland Black Horse or anybody else.
No.
But you're adding players of that caliber.
Yeah.
You got to watch out.
And that makes it good. I mean, obviously, when you're playing against, you're playing against the best. Wow. I mean, that's what you want. And like I said, this St. John team is kudos to them. They're down 22-12 in the shot category now, but a lot of that has to do with they've been in the penalty box a lot of this second period.
This is the best showing for a New Brunswick team at this event in quite some time.
And all these guys are most of them are local.
I believe the St. John team is 100% local.
Yeah.
Actually, Keith, in this tournament this year, the way the rules work, New Brunswick and Saskatchewan are what they consider to be C provinces.
Yeah.
They're allowed to pick up 5 players from anywhere. Newfoundland, BC, Alberta, Manitoba, all considered B provinces. They're allowed 3.
Okay, yeah.
And the only province A is Quebec aren't here, unfortunately, and Ontario. They can still pick up, but it has to be within their province.
Yeah.
Not a lot of teams with a lot of pickups. Like you say,
No.
New Brunswick could have a lot. They don't have any.
Yep.
I know the Newfoundland Black Horse picked up one.
Yep.
So really, here's a big chance.
Yep. Here it comes. Battling away at it. I'm surprised Nova Scotia.
Nova
Nova
Scotia.
Scotia. I don't.
Really hasn't been a part of it in a long time. I
Yeah.
know the Canadian Ball Hockey Association, we're going to start really working hard on Nova Scotia. I know there's a lot of good hockey players over there.
Yeah.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. In Atlantic Canada and ice hockey, Nova Scotia frankly dominates.
Yeah. Yes.
I know New Brunswick is
Midget,
probably close
midget,
behind.
Bantam.
Yeah.
I mean, they have excellent programs down there.
Absolutely. So ball hockey's just something not catching on yet,
Yeah.
but it will.
And you know what I'm surprised with too? I mean, I know there's a lot of ball stuff going on in PEI. There's a lot of good little hockey players over in PEI, and that's like I know a lot of the guys that play ball hockey here, and most of them are hockey players. And the reason we play ball hockey keeps us in great shape over
Yep.
the summertime.
Fantastic crossover training sport for sure. This and probably lacrosse might be the best two
Yeah.
for ice hockey players.
But now, what's your role with Ball Hockey Canada, Steve?
I'm actually the president of the Canadian Ball Hockey Association.
And now, how many years have you been?
And I've just finished my first full year, so I'm going into year 2.
Okay.
We had our annual general meeting here in St. John just before this tournament started. A few new board positions came up for election, but mostly status quo. I know this year is what we call a scouting year for our junior teams, which just finished their nationals last weekend in Kitchener, Ontario. And our Masters, we have our Masters here this week. The winner, the Masters is unique, Keith, because the winner of this tournament will actually gain a spot in the World Championships.
Wow.
And from the other 5 teams, we'll select Team Canada.
Oh, great. That is really good. And there was an event in Newfoundland a few weeks ago. Was that the club champion?
That was the club championships, yes.
Yeah.
And now there are players here playing on these provincial teams that played in that club championship with their own team. And interesting you bring that up because we made a rule change this year at Canadian Ball Hockey. That's not going to happen again. So if you're playing at this event, in the A-level event, if you play with a club team back home, you've forfeited your right to play with the club team in the B, C, or D nationals.
Okay.
If you're playing A. The only exception is going to be if you're 40 years old or 40 years old.
You can go up, but you can't go down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we've done that in volleyball too. The same thing, where we had club teams, you had B teams and A teams and stuff. Said, well, hey, you want to play in the A? Great. You can't go down and play B 2 weeks later.
It's I know it's frustrating to some teams from outside, but I can speak just from a Newfoundland perspective. There's only, I believe, maybe 11 teams in the entire province.
Yeah.
So when they come up and you play a province, to mention Alberta, there might be 60 or 70 teams. Ontario could have 100 teams. I mean, you might say it's not a fair playing field to see these A guys playing there, but I guess someone could argue if you've got 6,000 players to pick from as opposed to 300.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's where St. John is too. You'll see guys probably playing this team could play with a club team in an event.
Yep.
But it is something Canadian Ball Hockey's looking at, and we're trying to make the events accessible and fun for everybody. We want to make sure it's a good experience. We were really happy with our events this year. The event in St. John's, people seem to enjoy. The Kitchener event was fabulous.
Here's the nice.
Go ahead.
Yeah, here's the nice play in front. Just getting back, it's 2-2. And with 9:20 left here, and St. John is starting to press again. Hey, Johnny Jarvis with the shot. Oh, a nice save there. Just goes off the corner and out of play. But yeah, okay, continue on.
Our events were really successful. We made another change actually at this AGM based on what's happened in our events this year, and it's in this tournament now. We used to have, this is the only tournament we have overtime in the round robin. Every other tournament just ends in a tie.
Okay.
But in the quarterfinals, it used to be we would play 10 minutes of 5-on-5 and go to a shootout.
Yeah.
We've changed that now to 10 minutes of 4-on-4 and then go to a shootout.
Okay.
And for the final games, the championship games, it'll be 10 minutes of 4-on-4 followed by 10 minutes of 3-on-3. It used to be just 2 5-on-5 periods. But we've had 3 of 4 national championships decided in shootouts. And
you don't like that?
I hate it.
Yep.
I don't mind saying I hate it. we've listened to a lot of the teams, and we've listened to the feedback, and that's a change that's been made, and we're going to see it in this tournament hopefully. And unless you're a soccer player, I don't think anybody wants to win the shootout.
Oh no, for sure. Well, we've got an exciting one here, folks. Whoa!
That was cheeky.
Yeah, that's Hannon. Net is off, but Hannon has a great set of hands. That's Sean, number 13. He's rangy, and he puts the ball on the money.
Sean Hannon's a former Team Canada player out of Ontario. Highly, highly skilled and highly competitive too. He's pretty fiery.
Yeah. But in that first period, he set up his teammates a few different times, and Reardon had to come up with some big saves.
Reardon's been nothing short of outstanding for St. John in this tournament so far.
Oh, there's a shot, just grazes the outside of the post. 8 minutes and 35 seconds left here to go in the second period. If it's tied at the end of regulation, we'll play 5 minutes of 4-on-4. And there's a nice pass out by Hannon. Banked it off the board there and sent his man in. It's number 11, J.K. Gill. Here comes St. John, 2-on-1. Oh, a nice poke check. That's where that long reach comes in handy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Really interesting. The longer this one gets tied, I know we've got overtime. Winning team will get second place.
Oh, there's a deflection over the top of the cage.
But if it finishes tied, I wouldn't be able to tell you who gets second. That's going to come down to goals for and against and possibly even penalty minutes.
Wow.
As it stands, the loser of this game will get to face the Edmonton Savages.
Yes.
And the winner will play, I believe, the New Tech Extreme out of Ontario.
Okay. Here's a chance. Oh, score! St. John has just taken the lead.
You can see that one coming a mile away. They just stuck with it, Keith, and that's a big thing in ball hockey. You can't let your momentum take you behind the net. And you saw the St. John player there. He just had a wide open cage to tap the rebound into.
Wow, what an exciting. And there's a nice little crowd here tonight cheering on the local boys.
Absolutely. You can't even see the big crowd. The big crowd is down below us here.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's way more people on this side.
Behind the players' bench.
Yep.
Incidental contact there.
That was a big incidental contact. Not a game for the faint of heart.
Yeah, under 7 minutes. And these guys are just...
Scored by number 11, Matt Moran. Assist number 90, Ryan Rand. And number 5, Johnny Ernst.
Langdon scores! What a change of event. That ball just bouncing right to St. John, and they put it in the cage again. A little confidence.
That was a great pass. That was a great pass to send him in alone, and he made no mistake on that. Goaltender never had a chance.
13.
I
Langdon.
don't want to say Midnight are playing possum here, but I can guarantee I've seen this team play, and I know who they're missing. It's not their best game. Now they're trying to win, and full mark to St. John here. They are just coming. As you mentioned, for a while, Reardon just kept them in there, but the most wanted right now, they look to be the better team easily. Here's another chance.
They stopped that at 12:40.
Most wanted fourth goal scored by number 13, Andrew Langdon.
Langdon set up the previous one that Morehouse scored.
Dave Grossman and number 91, Matt Byrne.
And Matt Byrne. Give him a 4-2.
I guarantee you, Keith, if Las Vegas had odds on ball hockey, they would have been astronomical if someone was to tell you that the Midnight Express and Manitoba would finish 3rd and 4th in their respective 14 division this week. The odds on that, someone could have made quite a pretty penny. This one's not over in that though either.
No. They can fill the back of the net pretty quick here. Number 80. He's got the stick up in the face. Yep, and the referee saw that. Randy Kelly. Referees put up with no. That's I was teasing you about Frankie.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Frankie, for some reason, in the last game didn't want to report on the last 3 goals or on the misconduct penalties or anything. So we're trying to go. We're trying to clarify. So okay, we want to make sure who scored that. So Frankie will let us know. No,
not a chance.
No,
But the big crowd here, though, he wants to get his voice over the air here now. Can't blame him.
Well, he is entertainment for us.
I just wonder now with 5:43 left, how hard does St. John push here? Up by 2. Yeah, they got a power play, but
you don't want to shorthand the goal.
You don't need to score anymore.
Just don't need to score get scored against.
I tell you what, I'd like to see New Brunswick ball hockey president Sheila Elliott in the stands here. If the most wanted could hold on to this one, it's the highest finish for a St. John team in a long time, and good for that. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And one of the reasons I know when I hosted national volleyball championships, university, is you want to promote the sport. Oh, they just missed that on the play, and people see it and think, yeah, I want to play that. I mean, we get some young kids in the crowd here, and that's what it's all about, because you want to have that funnel effect. You want to have more people playing.
Well, this is a really big year for this most wanted team, and a bigger year for ball hockey.
Score! Nice pass from behind the net. And who would have thunk?
This one might be over now. I thought Midnight could come back, but I don't know if they're going to put 6 goals in Troy Reardon.
Yeah.
I finished that thought, Keith.
Yep.
It's a big thing here for the most wanted in St. John and New Brunswick ball hockey, and something I don't know if you realize and people aren't talking about. New Brunswick is hosting the Junior National Ball Hockey Championships next year. So they've got the big show here this year. Next year to get the kids coming in. The kids event is actually a much bigger event than this. There's more teams.
Well, more teams, and mom and dads come.
Absolutely, but I mean, what a boost if the most wanted pull out a medal here in this year's event.
Yeah.
You got to think that's going to help youth ball hockey in the province of New Brunswick.
For sure.
Most wanted. 5th goal of the game, his 2nd of the game, number 11, Matt Morehouse. Assist number 13, Andrew Langan, and number 71, Matt Bursey.
Matt Bursey, and another nice pass by Andrew Langdon. He's been played well here. Scored a goal himself and set up a couple others.
I think Andrew Langan might be one of the most underrated players in this entire tournament. Not many people outside of New Brunswick know who he is.
Yeah, very intelligent player.
Very intelligent player. Great ice hockey player, Andrew Langan. You see another ankle injury down there. This time it's the Express. But there's something to do with the Express. They just don't look interested to me.
No,
right now.
they were, when it was 2-2, they were pushing it. Then all of a sudden, St. John stopped getting the penalty, and they got a little bit of pressure and got that goal, and that sort of was, and then you take your foot off the pedal for a minute, and all of a sudden, boom, it was another goal. Do we really want to expel a lot of energy?
Listen, I tell you what, St. John most wanted. They've got to like a win here tonight, because I think they would like a matchup much more against the Ontario team than the Edmonton Savages. Edmonton Savages defending bronze medalists from this event. New Tech, a brand new team. First time in the Nationals for those guys, but they've been getting a little better all week. So I'm really looking forward to the quarterfinal matches. Let's call it a spade a spade. This men's division's had 3 exhibition games for every team so far.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody makes the playoffs.
Yep.
tomorrow's moving day, and tomorrow we'll separate the men from the boys in this event. And I tell you now, mark my words, watch out for Manitoba.
Okay.
That's a fourth place team I would not want to play.
And you've seen some teams, we watched some today and where they had like 2 4-minute power plays and did nothing.
Yeah.
Did nothing with
that
it.
happens.
And it happens. And you know that's some of the things that they want to work on going forward. And that's number 21, Jason Gill.
The trick is here, Keith, every team is a quality hockey club. I mean, you look at the Saskatoon Buffalo, who are going to finish 4th in their division. I believe their 3 games, 2 losses were by 1 goal.
Yeah.
And the other one, I think they gave up 3 power play goals. Like, I mean, they're there.
Yeah.
They're right there with those teams. It's not a case of someone's going to walk out and clobber somebody.
There's number 17, Riley Hicks. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the second period, the final period. 2 20-minute periods they play. Be interesting to put a pedometer on these guys, see how much they run in a game.
I think it might blow up.
Oh.
Whoa. I think New Brunswick going to get a penalty there for holding the stick.
Yeah.
Although the midnight player put his knee into the guy's back.
That's right. Yeah. So, okay, he was holding my stick while you pushed him on the stick, first of all. And then you had your knee in his back. How's he going to give it to you?
I tell you what, though, Keith, if I'm calling that there, I would call New Brunswick for holding the
Yeah.
stick.
Oh, yeah.
I call that game management with 3 minutes left in a 3-goal hockey game.
Exactly.
I'd have offsetting liners there.
Yeah.
But then again, that's why I'm up here. I'm not a referee. I'll leave that job to the professionals.
Yeah. And you know what? We've had a lot of good officiating this week. There was a few games that were chippy, and they put a lid on it real quick.
Well, they bring in the officials here, Keith, from all over the country. There are some local officials from the New Brunswick area, probably 3, but all rest, I believe there's 12 or 14 officials here, and they come from Newfoundland to Vancouver. They're from all over.
Yeah. Now, is there different rating systems?
There is a referee in chief for the event. It's Mr. Darsh Graywall from BC.
Okay.
He ranks the officials every game, and all the assignments are done randomly. But come quarterfinal day, you'll probably notice there might be a couple of referees you don't see anymore doing games, and that's because they are ranked. The referees have to advance just like the players.
Well, and that's what I say. It's a great opportunity not only for player development, but referee development too. .248 here left to go. Minute 14 left to go in the man advantage. And there's a little frustration going on there. Hannon went a little aggressively, let's say.
Hannon's fiery.
Yeah,
He's that.
and that's more frustration than anything. But you like to see that out of your.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, I care.
Hey, we're losing by 3 now. As long as it's nothing that is going to hurt anybody or garner a suspension, I have no problem with that whatsoever.
No. But it just as soon
You can tell
as
Midnight have got it mailed in now. I'm looking down at Matt Tremlett. Probably, maybe their best player. Matt Tremlett's probably one of the best players in Canada. I haven't seen him now in the last 6-7 minutes, number 55.
Oh, 55. He's got a big set of shoulders on
he's
him.
Unbelievable. He's a fantastic hockey player.
Yeah. Well, you got to play again tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Like, hey.
The one that counts is tomorrow.
Yeah. That's you lose, you're done.
Now, granted, don't try to tell these guys from the Most Wanted that this one doesn't count. This feels great to them. You got to believe that.
And like you said, a lot of things in sports is confidence, right? And That's number 15, Sofa, in front of the net, protecting his goaltender.
I like him. He's a good defenseman.
And St. John's going to get a penalty. I guess that's one called like whacking at the goaltender.
That's called you're up by 3 goals and there's only 2 minutes left, so we're going to put you in the box.
Yeah.
That's what that's called.
That's what they call it in Newfoundland.
That's what it's called in the real world too. I call it game management if I'm the official there.
Got a 4-on-3 here now. A little bit more open floor. And that was number 9, Rob Vincent, getting a 2-minute minor for roughing. 1:48 left to go. St. John just moving it around, taking their time. No rush here. And nice save.
David DiGeronimo. He's probably in a little bit of a shooting gallery here in the last 10 minutes. Been playing very well. DiGeronimo is a great goaltender.
Well, now the shots are 26-25 for St. John. They were behind in the shot category. They were down 14-9 after the first period. But they were in a little bit of a penalty trouble for part of that period and some of this. Now we've got 4-on-4 action. And 1:26 left to go here in the game. Well, Jason Gill's a long, lanky guy too, isn't he?
Yeah, Jason's he's a pretty young guy too.
Yeah.
One of the younger players out there. Midnight's got a good mix. They've got a lot of young guys, but they've got some veteran leadership. Robert Chicky Mentis is out there.
So now these guys
Some of
all
these
play
guys
for
are-
different teams in Brampton, do they get together for nationals?
No, I believe this is a club team out of Brampton. Now
oh,
they might have a couple of players picked up from other places in Ontario.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Ontario has so many clubs. This team actually won the right to come here last year.
Okay. So it gives them a chance to raise some money to
Yes.
be able to afford to come to nationals.
Yep,
That
I
makes sense.
And there's a bunch on that team pulling double duty too. I think they've got 3 or 4 players that are playing Masters this week as well.
That's it. Well, Johnny Jarvis is doing that for
Brunswick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jarvis is a fitness machine anyhow.
Yeah, Johnny Jarvis could
Jeez.
probably play 20 times a day.
Yeah. We're down to the last 13 seconds here. Just get it out. Get one more shot at it. Oh, a nice save by Reardon. And the final score, St. John 1 at 5. Brampton Midnight Express 2. You would have made a lot of money if you had said that at the start of the game.
So that'll set the playoff matchups in the men's division, Keith. Eventually, this next game between Newfoundland and Manitoba essentially becomes the friendship match. It really doesn't mean anything. So the Newfoundland Black Horse are going to tangle with the Saskatoon Buffalo, first versus fourth.
Yeah.
Second place will be the St. John Most Wanted. They're going to get the New Tech Extreme. And in the other division, the first place Vancouver Falcons will take on Manitoba, while the Edmonton Savages will tackle the Brampton Midnight Express. Those are going to be 2 good games.
So just tell the folks at home where they can type into to get all the schedule, all the results.
CBHA.com's got all the results. It's got online statistics. I know the scorekeepers here are as goals are being scored. I believe they're uploaded.
Okay.
All the tournament stats, statistics, the link to this webcast, it's all there on CBHA.com. They would go under tournaments and click on either the men's A, the women's, or the Masters, whichever tournament they're looking for statistics from.
That's Anthony Lovelace, got player of the game. We had two goals tonight for Brampton and 81. Brad Badger, player of the game for St. John. So thank you very much. I guess you're doing the next one.
I've got the